Welcome back to episode 373 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm here with my man Grizz, and tonight's episode is a special one. We're doing a movie that's not necessarily made by the guy that we're kind of going to talk about, but he is in it. He stars in it prominently.
Awesome.
Awesome in this one. But we will be covering Skinned Alive from 1990 and discussing the late, great Scott Spiegel. But before that, let's hit that intro. Yes, Skinned Alive from 1990. I have the actual VHS tape here. I have the Blu-ray too, but
me too. I don't know why I didn't grab it.
It's fine. We got the tape, the OG.
The OG.
Skinned Alive is probably one of our favorite Cinema Home Video releases. Cinema Home Video, of course, being the David DeCoteau VHS bastion of weirdness.
Yeah, would you say this is your favorite release?
Cinema Home Video, is this my favorite release?
I know mine. Mine's 100% Kingdom of the Vampire.
Man,
fucking love that movie.
Dude, it's between that, this, what's it called? There's also a Cinema Home Video, Reanimator Academy, right? That's a Cinema Home Video.
Oh, yeah, that is. I would put these two.
No, Robot Ninja. Robot Ninja Cinema Home Video, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Robot Ninja is, yeah.
I would
I still put these two above Robot Ninja, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Robot Ninja's okay. But
you don't like that. Yeah, I got you. But Cinema Home Video was definitely one of those VHS distributors that everybody for a very long time was like, no, I'm going to try to finish the fucking collection, right? I'm going to try to complete the distro. Most people don't. Right, there's a lot of those sleeper ones out there. There's some that you don't even know exist. It's not. I don't know. I feel like I got away from trying to complete the distros. It's just there's so much crap usually.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? Like every single one has like shit movies in it, but it's a matter of how many of them are actually shitty.
And I think actually finding legitimate completion lists is very difficult. Like, you know, even when I was getting into like really close to completing the Dead Alive Productions VHS line, I would constantly find another one that I would never see before, that was never on a list, that's not on VHScollector.com, that would just pop up out of nowhere on fucking eBay, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this movie? So it's like, even if you like, you know, you think you're complete, there's always that possibility that you're absolutely fucking wrong, man.
Yeah, that's the conundrum that EK has with his Charles Band Full Moon collection.
Over his head.
Because like you collect all these things and then all of a sudden you find out like, oh well, there's like a promo that was released just for this, or there's like this offshoot that there's 3 tapes that were released, and you get to the point where it's like, well, do I have to go get those now? Where do I stop? You know what I mean? Like, what is the definitive endpoint of owning the distributor? Because we see it. I mean, there are some where it's like there's no offshoots. There's only whatever. But you always end up finding that variant cover, that pre-release copy that you never knew existed until finally you see one somewhere. right? I'm still after that fucking Darkness, like original pre-release. I bought the one that one time and it turned out to be not legit, but I did get my money back, so that was good. But
That was good.
you know, it's you're better off just buying the ones you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just buy the specific ones, just like buying Magic cards. You're never going to come out ahead buying boxes. You are much better off just buying the individual cards that you want. You're going to waste a ton of money doing it the other way. And that's the same like doing the distros. You're going to waste a ton of money on movies that you don't care about, or compilation tapes, or re-releases of older movies that you have a million copies of. You know,
it's a double-edged sword though, dude, because like you are absolutely right. Like for instance, like I got really big like early on in my collecting into like getting into all the Prism tapes. Not like all the fucking, because dude, Prism has romance movies.
Well, I was going to say, I was actually going to bring up that Prism might be the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Because they put out so many like just different genres, different like grades of film, from like the super fucking, you know, movies you would have seen in the movie theaters to the shit that was released barely shot on video, 8mm 16mm shit that was straight to video. They also did that, so there was such a wide variety that if you were just picking up, well, also you were able to just find Prism videotapes at the store, at the thrift stores or whatever, just because they had such a huge catalog. Yeah. So you would buy the Prism tape because generally it was gonna be something that was slightly like askew or, you know,
unwatchable.
Yeah, it was either going to be a horror movie, it was going to be like an action movie that you've never heard of or seen, and chances are it was going to be violent, raunchy comedy, teen movies that like you probably never heard of but were awesome, all sorts of shit like that. Of course, Murder Lust is a fucking Prism.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is like the cool thing about getting into collecting all of the Prism stuff is that it allowed me to like, I found a bunch of sleepers, but I also found a shit ton of movies that were amazing that I never heard of, simply for the fact that I was actually collecting it, you know, for a distributor and not for the title of the movie. It was a horror tape. It was Prism. I'm going to fucking bring it in. You know, there were so many, and Murder Lust being one of them. Murder Lust probably being the number one, where I had no idea what the fuck that movie was. I had never heard of it. Got the tape simply because, one, it was a Prism. Two, it had the best fucking cover art of all time. I fucking love the cover of that Prism artwork. That's the other thing too. Prism has great box art.
Yeah,
they always did really fucking cool things with their box art. But then I watched Murder Lust and I'm like, this is one of the coolest fucking movies of all time that I would have never even have heard of unless I was just collecting for a distributor. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of shit, but you could also get, you know, opened up to some cool movies you didn't know about also.
Yeah. Blood Rage was another Prism video release.
Blood Rage. Iced. Ice is a fucking fun one, man. Blood Hook. I love Blood Hook. That movie is so much fun, man.
Then there's like there's a whole bunch of like random ones, right? That are like, that you wouldn't realize that were Prism tapes, right? Aren't there a few like major releases that are branded Paramount /
Well, so what the deal with that is that when Prism went out of business, Paramount bought certain titles and they were like putting them out under like a Prism Paramount like re-release. A lot of those Prism tapes that have the Paramount stamp on them, you can also find a previous release that just has the Prism release of movie. Yeah.
I feel like I should know that.
And well, that's the thing too, is like when Prism went out of business, so many different distributors bought up different parts of the catalog because they had so much, man, that no one was going to buy everything.
Dude, you know what bulk. Prism has a lot of? Like Native American based films.
Tons.
Like fucking Johnny Firecloud.
I was going to say Johnny Fire. Yeah, I had that one.
What's the fucking other one? Oh man, it's got to be here somewhere. It's like
they have a Scott Spiegel movie that not a lot of people know about. Thou Shall Not Kill. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
So that's a Scott Spiegel movie that he directed and wrote. I don't think he stars in it, but he does act in it. It's about like a Vietnam War veteran that comes back and like goes to a secluded cabin and all fucking hell breaks loose. very Evil Dead, kind of thing. But like, that's a Prism tape that like
I've
not
seen
many
that
people
tape.
fucking know about. You've definitely seen the cover 100 times if you're a VHS collector. So
yeah, I've definitely seen that before.
Yeah.
There's a few other ones like Ghost Riders. Like
dude, what an awesome fucking cover art with the haunting ghostly cowboys with the fucking skeletons and shit. Dude, I love that.
There's a lot of good movies
So
though
cool.
out there on Prism Video shit, but Cinema Home Video, man, there's a couple stinkers there, but Skinned Alive was not one of them.
No, they're
Now, generally, when you were getting, I like for the longest time thought that this was like a Tempe release. But it wasn't until I guess later on the re-releases and whatnot, and I'm guessing is he just in it, right? He's just in it.
Skinned Alive, yeah, I think he just stars. I think he just stars, and I don't believe he's actually like a writer or anything like
Is
that.
Bookwalter like is he like a producer or something?
Bookwalter is a producer, written by John Killo and Mike Shea, directed by John. But yeah, Scott Spiegel. But also like Scott Spiegel is like heavily involved in a lot of these like Cinema Home Video, but also like that Tempe. I feel like they're Tempe offshoots, but I don't know if they technically are or what. Like what are the ones like he's in? Robot Ninja, obviously, The Dead Next Door. He's in both of those movies as different parts, so he's always kind of been in this same realm of Tempe video making or movie making in Ohio. Is he from Ohio? I have no idea.
I think they all went to school together. I think him, Sam Raimi, and who the hell? And him, Sam Raimi, and I feel like there was one other person that like they all went to school together, and like that was like the crew, because Scott Spiegel ended up writing Evil Dead 2. And that would have been slightly before this. So like he was like kind of a guy, but I guess at that time, horror wasn't really. You weren't a big deal.
Claimed.
If you were doing Evil Dead 2, nobody gave a shit, right? Only people that were reading Fangoria magazine would really care that you were.
He was really just like kind of partners with Sam Raimi on a lot of stuff. Where he was like, Sam was the director. Sam was getting all the actual credit for things like Evil Dead 2. Scott was a big part of Evil Dead 1 as well. So like he's always had his hand in these things that Sam's doing. He has like all these small roles in all of Sam's major projects, like in Spider-Man and Drag Me to Hell and stuff. He has like these little like just fucking cameo roles that he does in those movies. So he's like always been associated with Sam. So I think that's kind of like overcasted his his light a little bit when you're dealing with such a powerhouse like Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and I don't know if people remembered that he wrote and directed Intruder, which we covered on here, which that's a classic of the 80s. Like that's a movie that it's like, holy shit, like whoever made that kind of seemed like he knew what he was doing, right? And Sam Raimi was in that one, right? So they did the old switcheroo.
And as we get into Skinned Alive here, I think you're going to see that, he stars in this movie, but I think he has such a huge influence on how this movie is made, how the effects are filmed. John's movies are typically really good and stuff, but like I see a lot of Sam Raimi type camera work in this movie and like effect work that I think has definitely been carried over from Scott to make this movie even better than I think a lot of the other Tempe stuff, or not that this was, but like it's in that realm.
Scott Spiegel directed From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money. What do you think about that one, man? You ever see any of those sequels?
I have not. I've seen the original. I know Scott's in the original too. He's like the porn director in the original one.
Wait, Scott Spiegel's in From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm almost positive he's like the porn director in that movie.
What fucking?
Unless I'm just talking out of my ass right now.
What porn director?
There's like an adult film director in the one scene, I thought. Let's see. I could be completely wrong about this.
Oh, that's in the second one. He's a porno director.
Oh, so
yeah. He wasn't.
I'm completely wrong. He's not in the first one at all. Fact checked in real time.
Isn't Red? What is Red? Was that a? who was that? Was that a Film Threat release? Yeah, I think Red was a Film Threat release. I was trying to think if that was a Cinema Home Video or a Camp or whatever. You know, that's the thing. Like, Camp has a really solid, roster of films. There's a couple that are sleepers, like the fucking Thrill Killers and all that shit. The problem with Camp, though, is that there's variance. The fucking variance is what kills you when you're trying to complete it. Right? All of a sudden, now you're looking, now you found the alternate slip to, Chainsaw Hookers. But now you need the alternate big box that has the alternate fucking
which is
artwork on
next
it.
to impossible to fucking find that big box, the all black big box with fucking Gunner on the front, dude. Like,
Yep,
that's
the photo, like that's that's the shit that just sucks.
probably the coolest fucking big box, honestly. Like, I don't, the movie's so, it's whatever, but like that picture in the big box format might rival to be one of the best fucking big boxes out there. I think
it just doesn't look like it belongs as it doesn't look like a cover of a movie.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's
like, it looks
fucking
like
weird, dude.
It looks like a promo still for like a Halloween costume fucking catalog
Or a bad
some
magic
shit.
show.
Yeah,
It's fucking awesome though, dude. I don't know what it is about that, and like just seeing it in that format on the big box. That's the thing too. Like you were saying with Camp, there's another company that like ran into a lot of financial issues, owed a lot of people money, basically started bootlegging their own shit. You can find later Camp releases that have like scan marks on the side of the tape from the previous tape's fucking arch cutout that just got fucking scanned over, so you can actually like see a print of a fucking box cut
That's
from a
fucked up,
previous issue that they just kind of like were just, and like they went from having these really nice foil labels on everything to now you're gonna get like, oh, these are the paper labels, which started out being paper with nice red ink, and then it went down to just being like really bad, even misspelled generic fucking. Like, I have a
there
gourmet
is a
zombie
misspelled
chef.
one, right?
Yeah, I had a gourmet zombie chef that had an atrocious spelling of the fucking title on the label, and it was like the worst generic label of all time.
So those were from like the early to mid 90s, or were they right? Those white, like the printed labels?
Oh yeah, because that would be the end of Camp. It'd be mid 90s when they were basically just getting rid of a bunch of shit. Like I know because Slime City is one of the tapes that has another release that has the cutout on it and stuff like that on the print. Talking to Greg Lamberson, who did Slime City, he was basically like, yeah, they owed everybody money, and it was a run and gun to see whatever they could make out of printing as many tapes as they could.
Try to like scrape some cash before bankruptcy.
That's it.
That's pretty interesting, man. I didn't know that the Camp Video situation got so dire at that time, right? You just figure
you can see it too. You can like see it in their releases how bad it gets. So
hey man, Video Violence 2 is pretty sick, I gotta say.
I love Video Violence 2. It's so good. The movies the movies were great all the way through. Just the quality of the actual physical media they were releasing was terrible. So.
And they were the ones doing like the actual release parties and shit back in the day, right? Like trying to make it a red carpet event. Meanwhile, the lights were fucking barely turned on, right? They were
Film Threats just fucking selling out of magazines, keeping the fucking business rolling, dude.
Yeah. All while J.R. Bookwalter still doing it, right?
Yeah, in Ohio.
Still doing it. Grizz, why don't you give us a little synopsis of Skinned Alive?
Traveling family of psychopaths has settled into a small town where their van breaks down, and they decide while they're there, they're going to take some victims with them.
Yep, they're in Ohio, right? That's they make a joke at one point saying like, at least we're not Akron or some shit, right?
Ohio on Ohio hate. I like that.
Some people would take real fucking offense to that, right? I wonder if Jim Van Beber would mind that Akron talk, right? Is that where he's from?
I think so. You throw down, dude. Get in the same room.
Karate kick your ass. I actually, at this time, let's say like 1989, 1990, like I would be afraid of Jim. I feel like
Yeah, he would kick the shit out of fucking Bookwalter at 89, dude.
right? Like he seemed like he was ready to go. Because what year was Deadbeat? 87 or 88 or whatever.
88, yeah, around that time.
Whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, dude. Oh man, he would have been dangerous with those nunchucks.
This would be around the My Sweet Satan time where he had the crazy fucking haircut and shit too. He'd be a menace, man.
Yeah, when he had like the 9-inch nails haircut, right? Like like he was gonna play some fucking industrial music.
Oh, he did too.
But this movie, Skinned Alive, like we said before, one of our favorites. It's got a very basic premise. It's like a killer backwoods family movie, but it's just done in such like a campy, not really slapstick, but like on the border of it. Just like wacky, and it's still got tons of fucking gore in it. It's still got some like pretty fucked up shit in it, but it's done in a way that's pretty light, right? Like it's not.
It does feel light, but it doesn't feel goofy. You know, like even like the delivery of like a lot of these lines, it's just like they're over the top lines that you're gonna hear and shit, but it still holds its like composure as a film throughout the whole thing, where it doesn't like break into being like this is ridiculous. Like it really plays into these characters well.
Yeah, everybody who's like doing their thing in it is obviously cast perfectly. If you're going to be in one of these movies. But I really think, like you said, it's not like goofy. It's just, it works. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they hit all the marks. The jokes are over the top, but not in a way that you would be like, oh, this is fucking dumb. More like the hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre than like, the Muppets. Even though I love the Muppets.
It's like a less, yeah, me too, dude. The Muppets rule. It's like a less psychedelic and without like the drugs of like a Natural Born Killers. It has that like kind of sensibility, that like over the topness of these characters, but it's just not like, drug fueled or anything. They're just fucking killers in this movie and shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's what we're here for, right? Yeah. That's what we're trying to do. But you kind of get an idea that this movie's going to be nuts right off the bat because we see a hitchhiker walking down the road and everything, and he's accosted by the family. And he actually, speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he gets hit with the fucking mini sledge, right? He gets his head fucking.
Gotta be an homage, dude. I feel like.
Yeah, he gets smacked, and then he gets one between the eyes too, right? Of course, there's our man Scott Spiegel. Oh, slaps him right in the mouth with the mallet and pulls out his 9mm, or it might be a 45.
I think it's 45.
And puts one through the back of his head, out the front. And it's actually pretty fucked up because he's like, kind of tweaking out on the ground. Of course, Crawl Daddy.
I love the laughs, dude. Oh, Scott's the best. Look at that fucking eyebrow.
R.I.P., man. R.I.P. I wish we had those glasses. I could see you wearing those glasses, surprisingly.
That would be a look, for sure.
that for sure would be a look. But right off the bat, you see like these people are fucking crazy. They're killing in broad daylight. Everybody's in on it. The mom, Crawl Daddy, is freaking nuts, too. She's got some look to her, right? She's in a wheelchair, but is she the one that's driving?
Yeah, I think she was the one driving. All right, and I'm gonna say something here. It's gonna let you guys into a little bit of my past, right? I don't know if I'd mentioned this. We covered this movie a long time ago. So whenever I watch this, I get kind of like childhood flashbacks, man. So my mom at one point in time was dating women, and she decided to date a woman that looked pretty similar to this woman here.
No shit, dude.
Who was like a bouncer at a bar. And like when I had met her, she had just got her jaw broken by a biker at her job. So she had like her jaw like wired shut. So I just remember this like same haircut, bro. Like her name was Karen, dude. Like I remember this lady so well. And all I remember is this just big mouth of fucking metal. And like,
dude, what?
It was the weirdest dude, this is a weird time period in my life. So like after that, like my mom had like other, lesbian couples living in the house because she had this huge house. So I would like go over there and it would be like a lesbian sorority house that I was like going over to. And I'm like 14 and I'm like, what the fuck is going on at my mom's house, dude?
Grizz has always been like, no, dude, I don't want anything to do with lesbian porn. Fuck that, man. No. And I was always like, yo, man, what's up with that? Dude. Like, that's like an interesting thing. Of all people, Mr. Captain Boobs himself, of all people, says no. But now I feel like we finally got to the root of that shit that you grew up in a very interesting house. No wonder why you listen to Incubus, bro. You had to get out of there.
To pardon me while I burst into flames. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, did you
become a new person?
Now, did you live full time? You lived full time with your dad, right?
Yeah.
So
it was crazy too, because like my dad lived in the country, like 50 kids in my graduating class kind of country, and my mom lived in like the inner city in like the fucking ghetto, like the worst part of the inner city that you could live in. That's where my mom lived.
Chris needs to see a big old hog in there.
I do. Yes.
Well, what I was like kind of getting at is like, you didn't have to bring people to your mom's house, like your buddies. So you didn't have to explain like, hey guys, before we go, and like, let me just tell you that like my mom's fucking nuts. Like,
dude, they would have never wanted to leave. Like if I had to fucking bring my friends over.
Damn.
Like, so, dude, when I'm telling you, like a lot of the chicks that my mom moved into that house were very good looking. Like, how'd she go from crawl daddy to like? This is the thing. My mom is also, just like I've told you guys on this podcast before about my grandmother, is an opportunist, right? And she met this woman who had said she just got her jaw broken and is expecting a large settlement.
Oh.
And my mom is like, dude, that's for me, because as soon as that didn't pan out, no
Crawl
more
Daddy
fucking Crawl Daddy was gone, dude. She crawled on out the door. That was it.
Damn.
So, and then I had a house full of, I remember there's like this really smoking hot, Asian woman that lived there for a long time with her girlfriend. Dude, it was a wild time that I'm so glad I didn't have to bring my friends over to. It would have never have been a good experience for it. It was already wild enough.
Chris, the more I hear about your childhood, the more I think I might have to revoke your slam card, bro, because this is just too positive right now.
Too positive. Yeah, there was some good things about it, but there was a lot of bad things about it too.
All right, let's get to the negatives now.
Of that part, not too much.
Tune in for our Halloween special where Grizz will tell you about the crazy shit he saw at the haunted lesbian buffalo house. Dude, that's fucking crazy, man. Wow. What were your neighbors like up there? That's what I want to know. Were they down or were they fucking pissed?
Dude, so like the coolest thing was like the neighbors right next to us were like this, I think they were a Korean family. They owned like a nail shop. Not
they
to
were
be
totally understanding.
Yeah. But like they had like a bunch of younger like teenager dudes that like lived there, like their kids and shit. And they were awesome, dude. Like they had like fucking crotch rockets. They taught us how to like fight crickets in these boxes and shit, dude. Dude, it was a cool experience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I had a dude. There was an old dude across the street that would like pick up prostitutes and just give them showers.
Wow, and then like he was being a good Samaritan, but he was probably watching them on a camera or something, right?
Lonely old dude who was creepy as fuck, dude, for sure.
Damn, dude, what a fucking. So that was Buffalo in the 90s, huh?
That was actually Rochester.
In the 90s.
Rochester, baby. Getting it fucking dude, way worse of a city, in my opinion. I'm sorry, Rochester, but dude, Buffalo is way fucking better than Rochester.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, 100%.
One day we're gonna do the tour like how Kim Jong Un, whatever the fuck is.
I will take you.
They have like his house, and like they all go and they have to like pray there. That's gonna be. I'm gonna see the trailer that Grizz was fucking
conceived in. Probably
it's like going to the manger, like in Jerusalem. I don't even know. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't even know where the fuck that shit happened. But it's like going to. Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, Skinned Alive. I like when the delivery boy gets his fucking fingers cut off by Crawl Daddy. She gets there's like a package that she opens and there's fucking just, it's like random knives.
Well, like
right?
their fucking van breaks down and they're staying with this mechanic who's like, yeah, I'll get your fucking car fixed and you can just stay at my fucking house because that's how people in Ohio are, hospitable enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they get this package and this fucking poor delivery dude just gets hacked the fuck up.
Just testing out how sharp they are. I like that you see the hand like missing the fingers.
Her reaction is great.
I love the music.
Really good music in this movie. Yeah, legit.
I like that also he like doesn't die. Like he just like they show him like trying to drive with like the cut off fingers, like trying to start the car. Like that's the stuff that's like the humor. Where like it's not like it's goofy because like the guy is obviously like not handling it as a real human would. But like it just keeps going. You know what I mean? Almost like a Peter Jackson movie. You know what I mean? Like
definitely has that sensibility.
Where like it's not necessarily over the top all the time, but like the joke or the gag will just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, because it's not like slapsticky in the sense of like Evil Dead 2. It never pushes that far of being like Three Stooges-y or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's restrained enough, but it does ride that like Peter Jackson level of this is funny, but it's also dark.
Well, even
but
like
it's not goofy, dark kind of thing.
When they encounter the other dude on this side of the road, and there's like the whole Wayne Newton thing, and he like slashes the tie. That's like a very cartoon-esque thing to do. Like we actually have that here because I think this is fucking the Wayne.
This is just hysterical.
What is it? Wayne Newton's all nude review or whatever.
I got free tickets to Wayne Newton's Las Vegas all nude review.
Wayne Newton's Las Vegas all nude review? Wayne Newton, no kidding. I hate Wayne Newton.
Oh, well, sorry.
Hate him with a passion.
Holy fucking shit!
Holy fucking shit, dude. I love that.
He uses a machete to cut his tie like in half. And like that's obviously like a gag that you would see in like the cartoon. But then it turns kind of serious because the sister this is their sister, right? The sister gets out and throws the machete and fucking kills the guy, right?
Yeah, the guy kind of like fucks him up for a minute. He's about to get away. She's got other plans though.
She tosses that shit and it goes right through his back and out his chest, and you see it. You see the blood shooting out.
Love it.
So it like they always contrast like the comedy with something that is either fucked up or serious, right? Or something that's gonna turn into something that's fucked up or serious. And I think that's what makes it so strong and what makes it not like fucking dumb. You know what I mean?
No,
or
it doesn't
a complete
play dumb at all.
Yeah, like or a complete just like the Sandman does that too, I feel like.
Yeah. And that could go south quick in that movie.
And it doesn't. It never falls. It reminds me of like a fucking like a rail car, like a mine car going through. Fucking is it gonna derail? Is it not? And it never does. It just keeps going. And I feel like this thing does a very similar type of thing, but it's I don't know. There's something I like it better than any of like the Manson family movies. I've never seen the Van Beber one though, so I can't really say it completely yet. But like this killer family thing, it's better than like Mother's Day. They just do such a good job of making you somehow like the characters, but also be disgusted and want to see them get their comeuppance.
Sure. Obviously, I'm completely fucking in love with the sister. That is
just throw some fucking Juggalo face paint on her. Juggalette, sorry.
Two scoops of the whoop, baby.
I was just gonna say you just say woof. You gotta say whoop whoop, man. But I really think they did a good job with the casting because she does a good job with Scott Spiegel, like them playing off each other And then, of course, with like Crawl Daddy also.
She's awesome. The dynamic between these guys is phenomenal. Dude, this is probably because like I took this clip just to show some of the dynamic between the family members and how they talk to one another. This has to be the funniest fucking line, I think, maybe of all time, dude. Where they're arguing in the basement of all time, dude.
Even more than fucking Combing the Desert from Spaceballs.
From Spaceballs,
He haven't found shit.
this might be a hot number 2 to that one, then, dude. But when he calls her this shit, I fucking lose it.
Fat crippled butt fuck, I think, right? Something along those lines.
Turd, leave your prissy ass behind. That's the way it always is. Your sister and I do all the work, and you
He's
sit
mocking
behind
her.
and jerk off.
Bullshit, you fat crippled butt fuck.
Oh, no, I won't get a whoop ass boy if you don't learn some respect for your fucking elders. Silent! Get me the fuck away from this chunk of shit.
Chunk of shit.
Fuck the both of you.
You see the Bookwalter sign in the background?
Clam divers.
Clam divers.
Clam diggers.
Dude, it just the bullshitski makes me laugh when she's just like, wheel me away from this fucking chunk of shit. Like that.
Yeah,
that
dude, that is so good.
Oh man, the dynamic between the three of these people are fucking. It's great. And
That crippled butt fuck is like the funniest combination of words of all time, though, dude. Holy fuck.
And like it even works with the other actors and actresses in the movie. Like everybody, for some reason, just plays off each other really well, right?
I definitely agree with that, because even like the family that they're staying with, they fucking the dynamic between them, it feels like this like real couple. There's like the neighbor next door who's like an alcoholic ex-cop whose wife.
That
Dude,
dude.
that whole scene with the fucking wife comes and like the dude, like the lawyer,
the lawyer
fucking
boyfriend.
comes over.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
holy fuck,
Brutal. That's fucking brutal.
It is super
But
brutal.
that dude is from like Robot. He's in Robot Ninja. He's in
Robot
The Dead
Ninja,
Next
yeah.
Door. I know him the most from The Dead Next Door, and I think the photos were the photos that they were showing of him from The Dead Next Door.
Dead Next Door, yeah, 100%.
Right, like for a second, like you see him looking at a picture of his wife, but in the background you see him as like a cop, like in like the gear, and it looks like it's from The Dead Next Door.
It is 100%. That's what
I love it.
too.
I love this guy. He was instantly recognizable, but his character's fucking hilarious too, right? Like just this, disgraced ex-cop that's like an alcoholic whose wife just took everything from him, and he's just kind of moping around. He's a very J.R. Bookwalter character. He's written very much like a Bookwalter character. But he ends up, we'll see later, he ends up saving the day in a very fucking like insane way. But before that, we keep mentioning J.R. Bookwalter. He is in this movie, multiple fucking scenes. You see him a lot. But he eventually gets offed in a pretty brutal way, right? Like they have him filleted and skinned, hanging up in a closet in this basement, and the way that it's lit, the way that the effects are done, like it's
the wife finds it, and like the whole thing that happens with her,
out.
dude. This whole scene is incredible.
Now, here's something I want to also mention, that like the effects are like not realistic, but realistic enough, because I feel like if you go too far into like the perfect shit, it can't be a horror comedy anymore. It's too real.
Sure.
It's too gruesome. But like,
I
if
think
you
the
have
color
it,
of the blood they use helps quite a bit, keeping it on the lighter side. It's not like a dark, visceral blood.
and
It's
the
pretty poppy.
possibly plastic looking rib cage, right?
That helps too. Yeah.
Look at him with those glasses. We always say it, man. J.R. Bookwalter at this time just looks like the fucking like 2020 whatever VHS collector.
Yeah.
You go to VHS Fest, everybody looks like these two. Actually, the wife too,
Yeah, the wife too.
right?
Oh, she gets it in the fucking. I love
She
it.
gets a machete in the arm like she's Jason Voorhees.
Her reaction, her face, it's just amazing.
Like just the screaming face, just like so
I
exaggerated.
love a good reaction face like that. When like, especially like a girl who can be like really like contorted with her face when she's like screaming and shit. It just looks so much better. It's so believable. And for this, it fits like that kind of dark comedy thing because it's so over the top that it just like plays into like the hilarity of the scene in a way.
I like can't put my finger on like what this shit reminds me of. And I kind of want to say it almost reminds me of like early 60s like drive-in sci-fi monster movie. Just the way people react to shit, the way that like the sound is, the way that like the reactions are, just everything about it reminds me of something that you would see like in a creature feature in the early 60s or maybe even late 50s. But
I could even say that like I see elements of like the 70s pre-slasher movie where you had things
proto
where, like,
slasher.
Yeah, where you the over the top screaming and like, but this feels like a not a gag or like a parody of that, but just like a goofier type of homage in a way.
Yeah,
it's a similar scene as you would see in those movies, but just done in this very Book Walter-ish, Sam Raimi-ish kind of vibe.
Let's look at the husband's reaction when he finds the body in the van, because he also has like a pretty good reaction to finding a corpse in the van.
I love this guy.
Just
this
sitting
husband
in.
is great.
This guy, like, I swear I fucking know this guy. Like, I swear.
I've met this dude growing up for sure.
I worked with this guy for sure.
Smells like a goddamn sewer in here.
Oh, finds the corpse.
God.
Those Christmas lights.
I love this reveal of the face on the corpse.
Yeah.
That sound it makes is so good.
Dude, even he makes like an over the top face. He's like, oh.
Yeah. It's everybody's just playing it up so well, but it doesn't feel like over the top, like in a sense that this movie's just, it's not like, the Wayans brothers type
it's not
of
scary movie. Yeah, it's not fucking scary movie.
Goofy. Like it's a really tame dark comedy just done really fucking well.
So they end up eventually basically knocking this dude out and holding him hostage for this eventual culmination of the film, the confrontation between the neighbor, what the hell's his name? God damn it.
Dude, this guy
between the neighbor, I got him. Paul Hickox,
Paul.
and the family, the Crawl Daddy family. I don't even know what you want to call them. But where do you want to start here, man? Because it's pretty. There's a lot of fucking crazy shit here. When he gets attacked by Mr. Scott Spiegel in the house, and somehow,
so like that's actually after he pulverizes.
Oh yes, you're right.
So the first one that gets it in the family is Crawl Daddy. She comes crawling up on this motherfucker, acting like a tough guy, and for some reason she's wearing a white tuxedo top.
As people do.
I mean, especially if you're crawling around on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Proper choice. But this dude comes out like fucking full on Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking Predator, ready to light her ass up, dude. And it's exactly what he does.
You know what else I think?
She's all talking shit.
I'm just gonna say this dude has like this guy has the North Hollywood shootout set up. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you that magazine is the same one.
Double barrel, yeah.
Damn,
like this.
It just turns into chop meat.
The head explodes.
Look, ow.
Oh, I love it.
All of a sudden, there's no
just
more
keeps
bone.
going.
Do you know what was pretty fucking pretty interesting is that looked like a fully automatic rifle. Like that looked like that thing was fucking burning, bro. Like that was
You're
real.
just spraying that shit, dude.
Pre-ban, damn man, must have been wild back there in Ohio.
Especially
in
if
the
you had
80s.
the full fucking the double barrel round like that. That's
He had
a lot of bullets.
He had the drum mag, man. He had at least a 60 spot in there. That's fucking crazy. So unfortunately, Crawl Daddy has a pretty like unceremonious death. Right? She's just fucking blown away. Unsurprisingly, Paul seems like a loose cannon. He did kill somebody on the Force. Somebody that didn't deserve it. Yeah, they basically say like he just like blew some random woman away, and it looks like he did it again here, but not a random one. Thank God. Not
but then he's like somehow he ends up getting into the basement, but the fucking daughter is already in the basement waiting for him, and ambushes him down there, and they're fucking going at it, and he ends up of course the fucking gun jams, so he ends up fucking slicing her stomach open with the bayonet. And this is what I think about Paul, man. Paul is the king of the overkill. He will not only just make sure you're gonna fucking die, he will also
fucking
make
dead,
you
bro.
fucking suffer, dude. Like, yeah, this guy is no joke.
Yeah, so he gets her in the gut, but then says, "Not enough. I gotta make sure this shit is gone for. I gotta make sure Sauron's gone for good." She's literally like
out.
spilling her guts on the ground. There's no coming back from this one.
Look at that fucking dangly shit. It's so funny.
But he says, "Fuck you."
You're a dick. Right in the fucking throat.
Right in the
dude.
throat,
It's
like
so
he's a British soldier in 1772.
Dude, so good.
I like that she puts like the blood on his lip. Like,
he's all like, what the fuck?
now that Crawl Daddy is gone, and Violet, is her name Violet? Now that she is also gone, it's only Fink left. Fink the hostage taker.
And Paul's trying to fucking call the fucking ambulance to take care of the neighbor because that dude's in rough shape from getting his head hit. But
now
I took this only because of the way fucking Scott delivers these lines. This is absolutely incredible, dude. Scott sounds so good.
Sorry, wrong number. Put you down over that finger.
Oh,
Dude, this
what's the
fucking
matter?
laugh that he does at the
Did
end
you
of the
hurt your
scene is
little
my favorite.
hand?
Dude, like, what the fuck? He's like unhinged. I love this Fink character for Scott. It's so,
Dude,
it's so fitting for the way that he looks in this movie.
It looks like Paul actually startles him. Like when he first like jumps in the scene, like Paul looks at him, and it almost looks like Scott Spiegel, like kind of like, It's pretty fucking funny. But yeah, they eventually, Paul, fucking like that thing is unjammed, and he takes a few shots at him.
He shoots him in the face a few times.
He kind of misses that. He like grazes him at first. And unfortunately, that's what leads to like the later battle. But he does end up getting him. And that's where you see, like, you'll see in some of the promotional shots, it's like a pretty gruesome looking Scott Spiegel. That's where this is from. But
so,
the overkill comes in, bro.
This is the overkill too, but this is also the heavily influential, the heavily influence of Sam Raimi becomes very apparent in this final scene. Scott's already been shot in the face. You think everything's done, but now here comes, like, it almost looks like evil Scott, like an evil fucking, Bruce Campbell type of thing. This is so fucking awesome though. The way he comes at this and then the final way that he dies, this is everything that I want the end of this movie to be.
Yeah, he almost looks supernatural at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because his face is like blown.
The eyes are all blacked out in the way.
His face is like mangled from. But he
Falls
doesn't.
on the bayonet. That
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
right there is such a fucking Sam Raimi shot, dude. The close up of that face.
And there's the overkill. He ends up stabbing him basically in the chest, right, with the bayonet. He falls on it, and then he ends up pulling the trigger, blowing him away. Now, unfortunately,
It's awesome.
it's not a happy ending. We do get a downer ending here. Just when Paul thinks everything is all right,
Saves the day.
his neighbor comes too, and unfortunately, he's got a problem.
Crawl, Daddy.
Tom, it's me, Paul.
When
Paul's
he's in his
neighbor.
head, so he thinks that it's Crawl Daddy.
Yeah.
Wait, Tom!
Tom has a severe head injury, and he ends up shooting Paul, thinking that that's
laugh.
Crawl
Oh
Daddy.
my God, dude. That ending laugh is wild.
Unless he's saying like Crawl Daddy, like that's his like woman. You know what I mean? Like he was brainwashed.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know on
I
that
think
one,
it's a
man.
head injury thing.
I
It's
think so,
definitely
too.
played a little weird, but I'm assuming the head injury.
I agree with you. But that's Skinned Alive. Highly, highly recommended. A classic. Scott Spiegel starred in this wonderful 1990 low budget hillbilly horror. Would you say hillbilly horror?
It's got a vibe to it. You know,
Yeah.
Crawl Daddy, yeah, but like, I don't even see like, Scott's not a hillbilly.
No, that's
Kind
true.
of like a Hollywood,
But
producer.
but
kinda
like
fucking feel.
she almost has like a cannibal campout thing going on.
Totally, 100%.
So,
It's
I
kind of a
don't know.
mismatched family, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. Available on Tubi. You could buy a Blu-ray from Tempe, I believe, still.
sir.
But I will say, this won't be the last time we talk about Scott Spiegel. We still got other movies that we got to... Maybe we'll cover the fucking From Dusk Till Dawn 2 one of these days. Maybe we got to go back to these sequels since we're running out of... how many times could we possibly enlighten you with... No, just kidding. We got a million shot on video movies to show you still. There's stuff that we even go, I don't think they're ready for it yet, right? But Grizz, we got to just say R.I.P. Scott Spiegel.
Let's
Until
see what
next
that is.
time. Damn.
Yeah, you were the man, dude. Did
You
a
were
lot
the
of
man.
awesome things for us horror fans, and it's greatly appreciated.
But next week, Grizz, next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@BadTasteVideo Podcast, we are going to be covering Scarecrow from 2002.
First time watch for us both.
First time watch for us both. We don't exactly want to start doing the heavy hitter Halloween shit, but we're, like you said, we're going to ease you into
Follow.
it. Is it good? I don't know. We saw some funny stuff. It's worth talking about at least. At least we'll have fun with it. But that's going to be next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@BadTasteVideo Podcast. What the fuck is going on with me? Grizz, it's time we head over to the wide world of metal. We have a pretty interesting one this week. What do we got?
Dude, I'm so fucking in love with this band. The actual band, they are from Chile. They have been around since 2008, which actually fucking blew my mind. So maybe I'm late to the fucking party on this. But the band is called Féretro or Féretro. It's Spanish for coffin, so I'm probably butchering that.
That's fine.
Yeah, but what I did notice here, dude, they've been just putting out like demos and like singles since 2008. This is their first full length here in 2025. It is called The Mortuary Destiny of Flesh. I could not be any more fucking psyched on an album than I am with this one right now, man. Like when I found this, I literally was like a fucking giddy kid who felt like he just found something special.
Nice.
It's got an epic like synthy kind of intro that starts the thing off, and it just has this evil, ill intent sound through every song that I've just kind of fell in love with, especially this vocals. When you guys hear this,
I was gonna say the vocals
you're
are very
gonna-
interesting on this. That was the thing that stuck out to me the most.
I think you guys are gonna dig it or you're gonna fucking hate it. But
I
let's
agree.
hit them
This-
off with the ancient horror to start off. This is just so dialed into that 90s sound.
I was gonna say the production is like extremely unique on this.
Yeah.
Like I don't want
those vocals, dude.
like I don't want them to take this like take offense from this or anything, but it sounds like somebody recorded this like in the basement, like a basement studio, you know,
Yes.
where if you were probably playing that music at the time, unless you were a signed band, that's where you were.
Yeah, I
fucking
don't think you're
recording.
trying to. I don't think that's like an offensive thing to say about the music because it's not produced poorly. It's not
No, it has nothing. It's not like a poor production. It's a specific sound.
sound, and it's captured such a time and fucking place in death metal that this really fucking encapsulates, man.
Very authentic sounding.
These guitars are so distorted but like bright when they need to be, and like this drummer I have just completely obsessed with. This is it's a 4-piece band,
It's a real band, full band.
real band, drummer, vocal and guitar player. Fucking appreciate the hell out of that. Do something when you're fucking singing. Other guitar player is a ripper, and then a bass player, but just like really cool songwriting that isn't just like in and out. There's like 4-minute songs, 8-minute
It's
songs.
a real throwback. It's a throwback album, right? Like it really has this. If you didn't know that this was a modern band, you would think it was from like.
Oh, dude,
know.
95.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, this is some new shit that just came out in 95 that's fucking destroying because it could absolutely have been there. I think the production on this is just the shining star. The band fucking rips, but the way that this is all put together just really comes together.
Dude, I think this could even be like fucking like earlier than that.
Probably, yeah, dude. Like if this was like, slowly re-rot era.
That's what I was thinking. Like early Obituary. Like I could see this band playing with them. Like
It's right in 100%.
we want to do next.
Let's hit them with the. I'm so tossed. I'm kind of. Let's do Flesh for Worms. Delivery of the vocals too.
I love the solo sound. Like the guitar tone is fucking.
Yeah. I just going on this fucking bar so hard.
Reminds me
dude.
of like a Morbid Angel guitar tone. The double Proco Rat.
Dude, I was trying to figure out what the pedal I thought was actually being used here, and I think you just fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking dimed out.
That's how you get the
fucking
Morbid
Proco.
Angel sound. Is the Proco? It's the Proco Rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm so interested in what fucking gear they're using now. I'm such a nerd for that shit.
you got to look up the live fucking images. Scope it out.
So not only like does this band have these really fucking awesome death metal sections, they have insane blast beats and shit that like just go into double times. They also have this like influence in these huge doomy sections. They have these songs that are just like it reminds me of like some of like Cannibal Corpse's like slower songs like
It's like atmospheric.
it is because it all sounds like when you look at the cover of this album and you see that like graveyard and like the fucking how gloomy and shit it feels and the flesh everywhere, like that's what these songs feel like. Like
Yeah.
it creates this like death vibe that is just so fucking awesome. And this is the last song on the album. It's called Epitaph. After like this heavy part, it goes into this also really cool fucking synthy outro on this. But the doom section of this song, I am so fucking in love with this, dude.
I love how the guitar sound here for some odd
It's
reason.
hollowed out a little bit, dude. Yeah, like. And this vocals.
It's like
delivery
dialed
is
back a bit, right? Like
everything, even the vocal like harshness is dialed back.
that's a sick fucking cover too. The Reaper in the back.
Yeah,
Damn. So sick.
I dig that shit, dude. It's honestly, if you're a
house
fan of
music,
like
bro.
Doom, you'll find parts of this album that you'll fucking love. If you're just an old school death metal head like us, this is gonna fucking hit every note that you needed to. I can't say enough fucking good things about this band, dude.
Yeah, I'm sometimes you send me shit and I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty good. There's something about this very different. If obviously you just heard, like, it's very different than the
Yeah.
previous, couple months of bands. The production, the actual songs, like you could tell they could fucking play, but it's not like insanely technical. It's just, it's like when people that really know what they're doing play like rather like simple songs, like pretty straightforward shit. It just has that
so fucking well. But like, don't get it wrong. Like,
We're not
there's
talking,
parts of this album that are
it's-
insanely difficult.
Yeah,
so.
it's just not a tech death fucking,
Right.
you know,
It's not
nonstop.
tapping fucking, you know, it's good death metal fucking riffs that have rhythm and there's hookiness to them.
Yeah.
But it's fucking great, man. All the way from Chile. Since 2008, these guys have been
There you
fucking
go.
plugging away,
Doing
man.
it.
Awesome to hear a full length
Damn.
from these guys.
Dude, just thinking about that, like that would be like if me and Anthony's band never broke up.
Yeah,
That, like,
and now
we've-
you guys are finally putting out your full length that you've been working for the entire
Fucking
time.
30
like,
something years old. Like fucking damn,
It's
that's a
amazing,
long time.
dude.
Good for them. Good for fucking
Yeah,
them.
that's how I feel, dude.
Good for them.
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Well, you know what,
fucking
Chris?
awesome.
Good for you, man. Good for you for finding them. There we go. Another
So
six.
the band is Feretro, and the album is The Mortuary Destiny of Flesh.
Spell it.
Not on Spotify yet, but the band is Feretro. So if you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, because I'm sure I'm not saying it right,
It's YouTube that shit. Look for their old
it
stuff.
is on YouTube. It is on Bandcamp. It is not on Spotify yet, but their older album is on, not an album, but like one of their singles and a couple stuff is on Spotify. But I'm sure this thing just came out the last few days, so I'm sure it'll hit Spotify soon.
There we go. There we go. Grizz, I think that just about wraps it up for
That is it.
this week. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm fucking interested to see how next week goes with the Scarecrow, dude, from
Yeah.
2002. That'll be an interesting one. Like I said, we've seen some goofy shit, so you
You'll
guys
have
should
to-
check it out and check back with us next Tuesday.
You'll have to remind me next week. I saw the new Conjuring film, so tune
Cool.
in.
Should talk about that.
Yeah, tune in next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideo podcast, when we cover Scarecrow from 2002, because I'll also tell you how I feel about the newest Conjuring
Interesting.
entry.
Hot take.
Well, is it? Is it not? You know, what do you guys think?
Oh,
do you think I like it? Do you think I don't like it? I don't know. We'll see. But
like
thank
it.
you everybody for coming. We stream live every Tuesday night on our YouTube channel. We also have all the live streams up, from previous weeks. If you don't want to watch it, you could always listen. We release this in podcast form every Thursday night. See, I listen to you guys at work. Shouts out, great stuff. Every Thursday morning. We put that on
Appreciate you, man.
podcast form, but we'd rather you subscribe to the YouTube channel and come to the live show. Come watch us do this and talk to us via the chat, because we love hearing
Yeah,
from
we
you guys, and we
appreciate you
love
guys so much.
yeah, we love all the suggestions. We love all the shit talking. Let us
More
know.
shit talking.
Yeah.
Let's amp that up.
Yeah, we're getting into the Halloween season, so we're going to want to hear your personal stories. Grizz obviously letting everybody know that he lived in
Opening up.
he lived in the lesbian oasis of Rochester, New York. I wonder if that's like one of those things, like we had the witch's house. You have like, oh, that was like fucking the child killer's house there. Like, I wonder if people to
mine
this
was-
day
yeah,
still go
mine was.
the Rochester lesbian oasis. I wonder if you got to find out. I'm going to look that up.
I'm gonna
But
go back.
I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank everybody for watching. We will see you next week with Scarecrow from 2002. Knock on wood. I hope it's good. We will see you next week. Thank you, everybody.